Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman find themselves in the hot seat among nearly 50 other parents who allegedly took place in the college admissions scandal. Accusations claim the scandal aimed to cheat on tests and admit students to prestigious universities as athletes, regardless of their abilities. William Singer is accused of being the mastermind behind the plan. He allegedly told prospective clients that he created a side door for wealthy families in order to place their children into high-ranking institutions. A direct statement from Singer reads, quote, "If I can make the comparison, there's a front door of getting in where a student does it on their own, and there's a back door where people go to institutional advancement and make large donations, but they're not guaranteed to get in." The quote continues to read, "And then I created a side door that guaranteed families to get in. So that was what made it very attractive to so many families, as I created a guarantee." Recently, Huffman announced she would plead guilty to the crime she's accused of, followed by a long apology. Ms. Loughlin, on the other hand, has not opted to enter a plea, has seemed to approach her courthouse visits with an effect more common on the red carpet. Huffman is accused of spending $15,000 to fake a test for her daughter. Loughlin, on the other hand, however, is accused of spending $500,000 to get her two daughters admitted to the University of Southern California with phony athletic claims. Our team interviewed local students at the University of Kansas about their thoughts on paying your way into school.
I think in a lot of cases it's pretty unethical because there's a lot of students that work really hard to get to where they are, and your status and money shouldn't just be able to dictate whether or not you get into a college or not.
My thoughts on the issue is basically that it's nothing new. Pretty much happens all the time with a lot of things, and it doesn't really surprise me, but it's also pretty sad because there's a lot of people who work really hard to get into places like that don't have a lot of money and stuff.
Since I worked my butt off to get good grades and to get to KU, I don't think that anyone should be able to pay their way into college. I think that they should get the grades, and if they're an athlete, they better work their butt off to get it and be successful in it.
If I was the college student and I knew about it, I just know that the implications later for your reputation would just be completely destroyed if you got in this way. No one would respect you, so I probably wouldn't have gone.
I think that the schools should be punished more than the parents, probably, because they're kind of who we rely on. We don't really trust people that much, but we trust established things.
We are now joined by ethical correspondent Mallorie McBride. Mallorie, what are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Well, Warren, obviously this is just a sad situation in general, just the magnitude of how many people are involved, how many universities are involved. It's really disappointing, but I would say that I am mostly disappointed in the way that those accused have been acting throughout the trials. It's just really disappointing to see how Lori Loughlin is parading around, signing autographs and taking pictures with fans outside the courthouse and smiling. Not to mention that she did plead not guilty, which I do not think was the right decision to make. So yeah, I'm very disappointed in how things are going.
So Mallorie, moving forward, what are the next steps? What can we do about this?
I think that everyone involved in this situation could be doing things better. I think as parents, we really need to trust in our kids' abilities to be able to get themselves into schools. We need to back off a little bit and let them do their thing and let them succeed or fail. That's on them. As coaches, I think that they need to really be looking into their potential athletes' abilities and seeing, are these actual athletes that would be on my team? As a university, we need to continue to monitor. They need to be paying attention. And as students, I think that these students really need to look inside themselves and hold themselves accountable, be honest about their abilities inside with school and academics and also with athletics. I think that another point to make is if you are lying your way into these universities, who's to say you're going to be successful in these universities? And that in and of itself, as a student, don't you want to be in a place where you feel like you can succeed? So I think that everyone involved needs to start really being honest with themselves and thinking about what would be best for everyone involved.
Exactly. Awesome. Great insight. Always a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much. Well, thanks for joining us here. That's all the time we have. Make sure you join us tomorrow at 4.